Welcome back to Athletic Everyday, day number 164. This is probably one of the best dunk sessions I've had in a long time. You can usually tell like right into the warm-up when you know it's going to be a good day. You just feel poppy, you feel explosive, you feel like your nervous system is just firing. And there's days when you can feel like it's like that. I don't know what the reason is. I think the most probable reason is that I've been eating really well recently. I've been eating like every time I've felt hungry during the day. I've been able to just get as much food in as I want. And I think also it's just sleep, the basics: sleep, nutrition, hydration. I drink plenty of water, but sleeping and nutrition are probably the biggest ones, because with my lifestyle, my job, and where I do these workouts every day, oftentimes I am sacrificing sleep and or nutrition, so it does feel good to get those key blocks in place. It really shouldn't feel like I'm missing out on them too much, but with the way that my lifestyle works, sometimes it's just very difficult to get them in. I have to often sacrifice one for the other. Like, do I make sure that I get a good night's sleep but then miss my last meal in the day because I don't like eating too late before I go to bed, or do I eat my last meal and then have to wait like an hour or so for that to digest before I go to bed? These are the pains of working a full-time job and also being very active all the time as well. But hey, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love my job, and I also love doing these workouts. So unless I quit my job, I wouldn't be able to do this full-time. But that's a long-term thing that's going to happen in the future. Anyway, so I start off with some off-vert dunks. I got a couple of 9.6s, my right hand quite easily. When I get off verts on 9.6 really easily, then I'm really happy. And then I decided that I get my first ever lefty on 9.6 off vert, which is really, really cool. Got it again, second time, but yeah, that's really cool. Then I tried even two-handers. I pretty much almost had that. That was really close. I'm not taking that as a dunk, but I'm definitely going to get that very soon. Like one more inch of my vert and I'm getting that. And then today I decided I would only do two-handers, or like I would emphasize two-handers. I think I might have got like one or two one-handers on 9'9" later, but on 9.6 I was just like, what, fuck it, let's just make all these dunks two-handers. And I was making a good solid like 80% of these. It was getting quite easy. When I was doing it, I felt like I was jumping a lot higher. There's that one-hander on 9.6, but I felt like I was jumping a lot higher. But actually watching it back, I'm only barely dunking it, but the fact that I'm able to easily barely dunk it, and this is off the dribble, it's not off a lob, it does show that it's a very good indicator that my vertical jump is increasing, which makes me very happy. The fact that I'm able to do these, off the dribble, or not even off the dribble, just without a bounce at all, and still get the dunks quite easily, makes me very, very, very happy that all the hard work is paying off finally. So maybe I should really start to prioritize sleep a lot more so that I can, hit these more consistently and have more dunk days like this. Then I decided, because I was jumping well, I would increase the rim height to 9.9, and I got quite a few dunks with just single hand. I tried a two-hander, but it was nowhere close. Maybe if I tried a few more times, I might have gone a bit higher, but the one-handers felt like they were going down today, and I figured I'd stick with those because, that's the sort of just the right amount of difficulty for me to try today. Got some more consistent dunks, left-right plant with the left hand on 9.9, which is a dunk I've historically not been able to do. And I think this dunk right here was probably the highest dunk of the day. I'm at least 1.5 inches, 2 inches above the rim there, and the ball just goes it sort of flashes in quite nicely. So that says to me that I could probably, with a really, really good run up, dunk on about 9'10", maybe even 9'11", given that rim is exactly 9'9". Given that the floor at the back end of my my patio here is not the most level thing in the world, I'm not 100% certain if that's exactly 9'9". If anything, it's probably a little bit higher, maybe like 9'9.5", maybe 9'10". But I'd have to get my tape measure out and measure it again. But that is a really good sign, because it means that I'm only a couple inches off dunking off 10 feet without a dribble, just running up with the ball and then dunking it on 10 feet. So just got to keep on with this phase of the program. I've got 2 more weeks left of the program before I sort of retest my vertical and, see if I can go and get some dunks on. I'm going to look for a 10-foot rim that's nearby, but the trouble with basketball in the UK, those of you that also play basketball, all of my UK subscribers, that it's very difficult to find decent indoor courts that don't cost an absolute fucking fortune to rent out. For example, I live across the road from a basketball court. Really nice basketball court, indoor wooden floors, but it costs like £50 for an hour just to book out an entire court, and you can't book out half a court. It's not like in America where you can just pay for a subscription to LA Fitness and then you can just go and play basketball whenever you want. We don't have access to indoor courts in the same way in the UK, because obviously the sport isn't as big in this country. That's something I would change about the UK if we could, but it is what it is. But I'm happy, I'm grateful that I've got a basketball rim just out the back of my house that I can just go and donk on whenever I want to. You know, I've been dunking on it 3-4 times a week sometimes, and you know, that's working dividends. That's paying off dividends for increasing my vertical jump. I'm jumping the highest I ever have, so just got to keep that going. And here is that 112 kilo clean complex PR, power into full hang clean or high hip hang cleans. I feel like this set right here was probably the best. Caught that nice and high, slipped off the shoulders a little bit, off the front rack a little bit, but this full clean was pretty good. And yeah, this is the heaviest I've ever done from the hang clean, high hang clean. So really pleased with that. I have done a 120 hang clean before, but I haven't gone this heavy off the high hang clean before. And then the oscillating quarter front squats to make sure that I keep that bar nice and upright, load up my quads. And then lastly, these weren't programmed, but I decided to superset in some hip flexor raises, banded hip flexor raises, just to get some hip flexor work in. Hip flexors are obviously very important for athletic movement, sprinting, jumping, running, most notably in the off vert, because it helps you to pull yourself down faster into the ground by folding your torso in half. It makes that movement pattern a bit more hingy, but it enables you to load up your glutes a bit faster and improve that eccentric rate of force development. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate the views and also all the comments. I'll catch you guys in the next video.